Hi, I'm Jeannie.
And we're the Loose Thread Stitchers. And today is December 14th. It's Wednesday, and it is Flosstube number 22.
You were right in 3 out of the 4. It's actually Thursday today, the 14th.
Oh my gosh. I tell you, this week is just flying by. I don't know.
Well, 2 out of 3 is good. It is our 22-second video, and it is the 14th.
Well, it's like going to get your physical. They ask you 3 words. I always get 2 out of the 3. I don't always. This time I only got 2 out of 3 right. Same thing. Life updates. We don't got much snow.
It's Christmas time,
Yeah.
so we're...
She loves Christmas.
Okay, I wanted to bring up, we are at our stitching, our quilting club on Monday, and one of the things that go around the room, introduce ourselves and things, and the question was, are you more ho-ho-ho or humbug? And everybody was a mix or more the humbug. And
she was the only ho-ho-ho.
A straight, 100%.
Ho-ho-ho.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, yeah, there are things that are roadblocks and bumps in the road, but still you gotta.
You gotta be
ho-ho-ho.
So we're ho-ho-ho today. No, that was interesting. For me, I was kind of happy everybody was a mix because that's what I am. I don't decorate much. And they, Sue is her name, right? She's the owner of the shop and the leader of the club. And she asked, why do you think that is? Why don't we decorate as much anymore? And most people said because they don't want to take the time to put it away.
Yeah, it wasn't the decorating, it was the undecorating.
Yeah, the undecorating. And as you get older, I think it takes you longer. And then you think about it, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. And then like Jeannie, more time to stitch. Well, there you go.
Exactly.
More time to do what you want to do. So
yeah,
I don't decorate much. Next year's my turn for Christmas. It goes every 4 years with my kids. We rotate houses. And so next year I'll have to decorate.
There again, have to.
Yeah, I have to
Get
decorate. See, I like my house the way it looks all the time.
Yeah.
I don't want to add Christmas in. I have it down here in my sewing room. My little seasonal tree right there. That's Christmas. And I have these 4 bread pans. I'll put a picture in the beginning, and they're all decorated for Christmas. So I have Christmas in my sewing room. So if anybody needs a Christmas cheer, you just come down to my sewing room.
Oh, you're inviting people down here?
No. I like my sewing room all by myself. I let them in once a week, but that's it. Me and my sewing room are friends, big time friends. Today's supposed to be 50 here. We have a little bit of snow down, and I did sew one snow day.
I did too.
Or one stitch, one snow day.
The
other snow day we had overnight. So that day I kind of put my threads together because I didn't want to stitch the whole day a snow day when it really wasn't snowing. So I did. I put all my threads on cards and got all that stuff going. So that was fun. Anything else? Are we ready to start?
I think we're ready to get into the stitching.
Okay, so we'll start with FFOs. And I do have an FFO, and I put my linen in there because I knew what it. Okay, this is really called Merry Christmas by Brenda Gervais. And you're supposed to stitch it on 28 count mushroom, 1/1. That's what they call for. I stitched it on 32 count vintage country mocha.
It is so cute.
And there it is, and it is 1/1. And I put a little wreath down here because he's kind of holding. Sure, I'm gonna throw it at everybody. He's kind of holding an O like a wreath. So I thought that wreath would. Why isn't it flat? It was flat the whole time, and now it won't stay flat. Anyway, and I just added plaid and a red bow, and then the little wreath. And I love 1/1. I gotta tell you, the look of 1/1 is great.
So what would the I don't know if you want to say highest or lowest count you would go? This is 28.
1/1? No, this is 32.
Oh, that is 32.
Yeah,
okay.
Most of the time I do my 1/1s on 32.
Okay.
And I did change some of the threads, like his beard is Valdani P2. Shoot. It's the Valdani I use all the time for the white, the dirty whites.
Okay, I haven't ever cross-stitched with ball Donnie.
And it's like, it's a 6-strand and you just pull one. And what I did is I just used mostly the white part of that thread because it has some really dark parts too. If you go back in other videos, a year ago I did the reindeer.
Oh, on the red?
Yeah, on the red, and that's all that ball Donnie, and I tell you the number of it. I think it's P2 or something like that. And I changed his coat. His coat, she has it as chili pepper. And chili pepper is really orange to me. And Santa has a red coat, so I changed it to cayenne. Weeks Dye Works cayenne. And then the white. Now, there's snowflakes and snow and stuff. And those I did in Weeks Arrowhead rather than the white because I'm not, boy, look at that mess. But I'm not a real white fan, so I have to find darker whites. But it called for, I think it was snowflake or something, a whitewash, which is really white.
Well, that whitewash is, yeah.
Yeah, that's really white. And so I dirtied mine up some, so he looks old, and that's what I like. I love this little, it's just snow with some little trees on it. I love that. That is so cute. But that's my FFO. That's all I got for FFOs.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah, it's Jeannie's turn.
This I had stitched last year. It's Primrose Cot, no. Yeah,
Isn't that funny how
the
you...
9 patch. December 9 patch. And then I just made some little pins.
Oh, cute. Oh, you made the pins?
Yes.
Oh, we should talk about, we didn't write
Yeah.
about Jingle Ball. But
Jingle Ball. Speaking of Jingle Ball, I did the Blue Flower Biscornu class. And it comes with, okay, this top one is, we got some variegated thread, some candy cane variegated thread. And then it came with the reds and the greens and the whites. Well, I thought, might as well use the variegated threads. So here is
It's very cute.
my Biscornu.
And then the bottom has that button.
The
too.
buttons came with it. The
Yeah.
pins came with it.
Oh.
The walnut shells came with it. It was a great kit. And the class with Jeannie McGowan was really good too.
The pins and everything came with it? Wow.
Yep, and the
nice.
buttons. And she even sent a big long beading pin like to
pull
go
it
through the buttons.
Yeah, because there's a snowflake on the front, and then
Yeah.
it has the little peppermint candy button on the back.
Yeah, and
That
then
is very
came with a
cute.
needle minder and all sorts of.
I like the variegation. That's really nice variegation.
Yeah. Okay, and then I did, this is, get this one out of here. It's Sasumi Street.
Oh, there's something in
Oh, it's the perforated paper for the next one. Christmas baubles. Well, I did mine on perforated paper with the called for DMC.
Oh, those are very cute.
18 count perforated paper.
And did you follow her for cutting? I mean, for
Yes.
the free class? Okay.
We had the free class on the Jingle Ball.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And yeah, so I had adhesive felt. I got a pack of that from Amazon. So that's what's on the back. Some has pink.
Oh, pink. Some have pink and
and
some have red.
Yeah. But that was. Then I did a couple of these prairie schooler trees. Let's see. One is on Picture This Plus 18 count jade, and I used Helen D's trunk. And then the other two are on Garibaldi's Needleworks 18 count olive green. So I got snowflakes,
That's pretty.
and then I have
Oh, I think I like that one the
Christmas.
best. Yeah, I love the letters.
So I tried to do them different heights. So these live on the mantle now at home. So
Cute. See, she has cute fabric on the back.
yeah. So
Yeah, that
those
one's my favorite. I like that one.
are my FFOs.
Okay. Then we'll move
Oh
on.
wait. Oh, I'm sorry. No, they're not all. Jingle Ball. I took Beth Twist's pin class. So these are the decorated pins I made during that class.
Wow, you made a lot.
So this we had gotten at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, right? Last year?
I saw it there still.
Okay.
It's in the sewing area. Oh, it's on an end cap, at least in our Hobby Lobby, in the sewing area where the fabric and stuff is.
Yeah. So Beth had shown she had a vintage one like with all kinds, and this was on my shelf, and I thought, hey, I can stick them in here until I put them in little pin keeps or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So there. That was my FFOs.
Okay, so then if we go on to finishes, I do have a finish. I just finished it a couple days ago. This is Quaker Bells, and I started this a couple years ago when I was first starting up again, and I was trying to do is it Mania? Ha ha ha. That didn't last very long. But at least I kind of had it started. So now I have it's finished. And it's this. And it's on 40 count lentil. Because of course back then, we couldn't find any of the fabrics that she wanted and it was really on 40 count pie crust linen, and that's Shakespeare Peddler's son who makes that, I think. But graham cracker, yeah, that's her son. So, and what I liked about it, one of the reasons I bought it is it has 3 colors. And they're silks. They're the Gloriana silks. Ooh. So I thought it would be a nice way to try some silks. And they really are nice. And I mean, these things were $8.50 a piece, but...
How many yards in there?
Does it say how many yards? 6 yards, but it's 12 strand floss.
Oh,
so when you think about the cost of it, you have to think, that's a lot of floss. And I mean, I use this for the whole thing, and this is... I could do several more. So, and I did like the floss. It didn't seem to twist as much. It's very silky.
Oh.
It is. It's very soft thread. It's really nice thread. And I love...
It doesn't slip through, or the needle doesn't slip through it?
I didn't have any trouble with that. And I love, love, love the variegation. I mean, the variegation of it is just, if you look at the bells and the green, I mean, each of the colors, all 3 colors had really good variegation in them. So, and she said if you used 40 count, you would be able to put it in a 5x7 frame. So that should be kind of easy to find, I think.
Now, From the Heart Needle Art by Wendy, she has a lot of these Quakers.
Yeah, and she
size.
does monthly ones. Yep, she does.
Yeah.
But this one was
seasonal.
so pretty to me for Christmas because I made that, I have that little corner thing that I put pictures in on right over there on my counter. Mm-hmm. I have that Home for Christmas in there now that I framed myself. And so I want to be able to switch out.
In your easel.
Yeah, in my easel thing. So I want to be able to switch things out in my easel, even though this is another Christmas one. That's okay. That's my finish. Yeah.
Okay, just have a couple here. I did one of those baubles on fabric. So I'll have to figure out now how I'm going to finish that. And then for my whip this month, I did, and it's not ironed, I did Stitching with the Housewife's Farmhouse. So, and it's on 14 count Ada.
Oh, is that black? Is that chalkboard?
Mm-hmm.
Was it hard to stitch on?
Mm-mm. Oh. Not 14 count.
Okay.
Yeah. And I did 12 months, 25 whip goes this year. I got them all done. So I'll do it again next year. This is the chart with the called for DMCs. Okay, that's it for my finishes.
Okie dokie, we're going to whips. And this one I've been working on a while, and I got a while to go yet.
Red is so rich in colors.
Where the heck is that it? Here it is. Whew, I know I brought it over. Quaker Diamonds. And I got this little guy This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I can tell you I love it 1,000 times. I did this whole thing right in here. And you know, it doesn't look like much, but that took time to do. So now I'm on the whole top. This thing's in 3 sections when you look at it. So I'm through the whole 3 sections of the top. So now I'm starting on the 3 sections of the middle. And then there's 3 sections on the bottom.
Those are pretty.
Yeah, it's so pretty. And then for snow day, I said I was gonna be working on the Santas instead of snowmen. So I picked her to start with. And I know this is weird to look at, but all it is it's part of an arm. That's
So what count and how big are they going to be?
This is, it says the finished size is 5 inches wide by 10.5 inches tall.
Okay.
And it's on 28 count amber / toasted almond casual linen from Witchelt. It's very stiff. It reminds me of when we first started cross stitching.
I got one of those here, yeah.
Yeah, this stuff is very stiff.
Like 2/2.
It's 2/2, yep. And it's easy to stitch. I can see the holes even without magnifying.
But then being a little stiff, it's going to be good for a stand-up.
I think so. I do think so. I think it'll be okay. I wanted to start with the sampler part, but I started with
separate?
her arm.
Oh.
Yeah, her arms are separate. Her body is separate. I mean, I can't show you guys, but see, she's got 2 arms. Her body is separate, and then her little sampler that she's holding is separate too. So there's 4 parts to it.
How big will that sampler? You could do that sampler as a little standalone too.
Oh,
yeah,
sure. Yep. Have you seen that Fiona one? There's a Fiona sampler I have. She's really little. I want to do her so bad. So she might be coming up next year. We'll see. Because I really, really, really want to. And these are all the colors. And I got these tags. These are just gift tags at Hobby Lobby. So I punched holes in them for my thread. And they're all different. They're really pretty. They're all vintagey. And then there's this cranberry is a lot. There's a lot. You need 35 yards of the cranberry. And again, I remember when I bought her, it took me a long time to get this stuff because nobody had it. So there's a lot of DMC in it, and then this Gentle Art cranberry, which is really pretty. I really like it. So those are my whips.
Okay. Another one of my, for WhipGo, was the Wild Bird Seed Sack by Terry Chow Samplings. And the way I did WhipGo this year was to work 8 days on it. So this is how far I got. And it's on 18 count Ada that I coffee tea dyed. And then I'm working on Christmas countdown with Evertote and Modern Folk Embroidery and Roxy Velasco. And it's on 20 count Turtle Dove by Roxy Velasco. And I've got it up through today done. So this is how far I am. That's through the 14th. You get a skein of floss a day, and then the chart for that day. So that one, and then I started Jolly. This is a vintage Jolly Little Christmas by Misty Purcell's. I got this at the Jingle Ball. So I started the snowman on 18 count white Ada. That's how far I got.
Oh, you got most of the border done.
Yeah. Just wanted to see how that was. You know, that would be my take along stitching if I go in. I like the one color.
Yep.
Okay, so I think that's all my whips.
Okay, so haul. So we did both go to the Jingle Ball. And at the Jingle Ball, each designer had their own exclusives you could buy there. They had the Jingle Ball pattern books. Jeannie will show you those. This was Teresa Kogut. I got this with the 3 Santas going across the, well, they're on sticks. And I ordered the wood set for them too. She's got fabric out. It's called Up on the Rooftop, and that's what these are modeled after. So if you're a quilter, look at her up on that.
They had, now I don't know, she had come out with a Flosstube just lately where there was there a correction?
For the pattern? Oh, I'll have to look.
Yeah, I just seen it in my my emails and I didn't look.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, that's good. And this is called Home for Christmas. This was Teresa Kogut. I don't know if this pattern, I can't remember if this one was exclusive or if this is just one of her normal ones. I don't remember. You know, there's so many patterns. And then this was from Heartstring Samplery, and it's called Zuzu's Petals. And it's just a strip, and she puts it around these lights. And one of her free classes was how to make those canning jar lights.
You know, if you went to the ball and had any classes and stuff, they're good for 30 days. Are the free classes good for 30 days too?
I didn't look. I would assume.
Okay.
That's an assumption. I don't know.
Okay.
And then this one is not new. This one is, I mean, I got it at the Jingle Ball, but she had all kinds of patterns on her site. But this is Believe. And I was telling Jeannie, this thing is full coverage. This whole thing is full coverage. I got a few of the threads and collected, but
that's 2019. That's before she started cross-stitching. So there has to be like, what, 24 threads there or something?
Most of them are Weeks Dye Works. I mean, she's got a lot of Weeks Dye Works threads up there. So I did, Jeannie and I we went on a little road trip and we stopped at Michael's and picked up DMC. So I did pick up the DMC for it. And then we stopped at Osage. We went down to Osage on Thursday. I ordered a half a pig and we picked that up a week ago Sunday. Well, when I got home, I noticed there were no bratwurst in there. So I called the lady and she apologized and everything. She said, well, come back and get them. And it's down in Denison, Minnesota, where the processor is. And that's like an hour and 16 minutes from my house. So Jeannie and I were going to get together on Thursday. Julie couldn't. So then I said, well, would you want to go down to Denison and pick up the pork? And then...
We're over halfway to Osage.
Yeah, so then we went to Osage after that. So then I found this well, Jeannie found the pattern and I got it too, Peace on Earth.
Yeah, I got that
By
one.
the Blue Flower.
Yeah.
And then we this one makes me laugh every time I look at it. This is the Quaker Christmas, and the reason it makes me laugh is, okay, this thing's all red. So we both bought the pattern, we both went over to the thread, and we're looking at thread. And she is bright. She loves brights. She does all of her things in brights. So she's oohing and eyeing over all of these bright reds, and I'm trying to find as dark and dirty as I can.
Louisiana hot sauce.
Yeah, and I mean,
there's mine.
She'd be turning the wheel, and she'd be going, oh, look at this one. It's just this neon red.
And she's moaning and groaning.
I was laughing so hard. It was so funny. And I picked cherry bark. Mine is much darker. And it says you need 3 skeins. See, there's Jeannie and I. We like the same things, but we don't like the same hues of color. How's that? So every time I pick this up now, it makes me laugh because hers is gonna glow in the dark, and mine you'll hardly be able to.
Mine will be ho ho ho.
Well, mine won't be Bob, but it was.
Yours will be ho 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 at night.
No, you won't be able to see it at night because it's dark. And then there's this one, Christmas Trees and Stocking Please. I thought that one was really cute.
I got that one too.
Yeah. And this one I got a while ago. This is it's by the Primitive Hair. I must have found it at Halloween time, I'm thinking. But it's called Prim Needles. And I mean, I love it because it says pin here if you dare. And it says it right here on the side. You can't see it very well, but it's there with that pumpkin. So then I found some fabric there, Cecil. That kind of looks old, see?
No, I mean, wouldn't Louisiana hot sauce look good on there?
No. What does Olivia say? Crusty Rusty?
Yeah.
That's me. I'm Crusty Rusty. And Jeannie's like a neon sign. And then I had already had this pattern when Santa's away. And I was having trouble because it's on 28 count mushroom, same thing. I think it's 1/1, maybe not. I have to look. But the whites on stuff I was buying, I have trouble with the whites. You can't see the whites. Yeah, it's on 28 count mushroom Lugana 1/1. Yep. So then Jeannie helped me pick out a color. It's Fiber on a Whim, and it's cream and sugar. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to show you the real color. It has some modeling in it, but it's more of a creamy, well, think about cream and sugar. I mean, it is more of a creamy. So I think the white will show up better on that than what I had picked out, because what I had picked out was pretty white.
Well, when I was doing the countdown to Christmas with Evertote, Carolyn had said on the white, if it looks too ghosty for you or the light colors, she said use 2 threads.
Right, but normally I go to 32 count. This one is 28 count, so I could try 2 threads. But when I tried the 2 threads on 32 count, when you get to the holes where there's 4 sets of thread going in, I couldn't get them in. It was too tight. And then at Osage, I got, I think everybody's getting this, but this is beautiful. I love that. Right on the cover, that is beautiful. I love this. I'm going to have Jeannie someday on one of our Thursdays maybe show me a little punch needle. I've seen a couple of patterns that I have to buy this stuff first before I bug her. But and this I just ordered from Roveras. This showed up on Instagram and they were so pretty. They're Christmas and they're fat. They're like fat little chubby strawberries. I just thought they were cute. And then this one, somebody again showed this on Instagram, and it's God Bless Us Everyone. And that one, it just reminded me of the other ones. There's 2, but not by the same lady. This lady's a different lady, but the other 2, they just kind of reminds me of those. But this one's really cute. Darlene Dion, Deon Designs. But it has some Quaker. I really like Quakers.
Yeah.
I obviously do. Okay, that's my haul.
Okay, I got the last year's and this year's bobble book. Is it bobbles? Yeah, from the Jingle Ball.
Yeah, I got those too, but I did PDF and printed them off.
And then I did the, this is through it's the Facebook group. Is it?
Homespun Needlework or something?
Yeah, it was the Winter Wish sampler from, Erica Michaels, Winter Wishes, and I got the kit, so it comes. I got the 18 count. It's Steinbeck by Needle and Flax. Is it?
I think so.
Linen and Flax.
I think so. Yep.
Okay, so I was thinking of doing this for my
Snow day.
Snow days. Yeah, and then I had placed an order with Justine at Welcome Stitchery, and I got my punch needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. I got my 2024 Book of Days. Then I got her Happy Holidays 2023.
Oh, that's her new one for her store, right?
Chart.
Yep.
And then I saw this Prairie Schooler. It's called Pins and Needles.
Yeah, that was a chart.
Book 115.
And they stopped printing it. Now they reprinted it.
Yeah, I just thought that'd be kind of... I want to start doing things for the sewing room. So that is what I brought along today for my haul. Got other stuff from the Jingle Ball, and I didn't have it ready to grab this morning. So...
plans?
Plans? Do a little more Christmas stitching while tis the season?
Yeah, she was just, when we were just setting up, she was saying, I don't know much more Christmas I'm going to do. And that's what I thought. I don't know either how much Christmas I'm going to do.
But what was fun this year is those trees I had shown earlier. I had stitched those last year, so that was nice this year just to come and finish them.
Right. So
I
you could start some Christmas and then
Yeah.
finish them next year.
Yeah, and then put that. I want to get my Whipco board for 2024 filled in and going, because that will be called in another 10 days.
Oh my gosh.
10, 12 days right around Christmas. Yeah. So there's always something to stitch.
And our subscribers keep growing, and
Thank you.
Thank you. We're getting very close to 2,000 subscribers. So what we thought is when we hit 2,000, we thought we'd do some giveaways. I think that will be fun. Ho ho ho!
Yeah.
So we've been talking about that, and we're very close to 2,000. So thank you all. That's very nice, and we'll figure out, maybe by the next Flosstube we'll figure out, hopefully we'll hit 2,000 by then, and we'll figure out what we're going to give away. So then we're going to move on to Turtle Tidbit, and it's really not a tidbit this time, but I have a contraption that I pull up to my turtle tank here in the summer, and it sits there all summer. And whenever Gracie, well, and now the female albino have eggs, they can climb into that contraption anytime they want, and they can lay their eggs.
And they like to lay eggs in the sand, in the dirt.
Yeah, it's a mixture. In my, I have this black cement. It's a black plastic cement. Well, here's the picture. You can kind of see the black underneath.
Kind of like a tub.
Yeah, and I made this. I measured the height and everything and cut the 2x4s and put wheels on it. And you wheel it up to the tank, and then it sits there all summer. And
Because they won't lay eggs in the tank.
no, they won't lay eggs in the water. They always go out to the ground. So then Gracie always lays her eggs at night. I can come down at 5 o'clock and she's going in and out, so then I know she's getting ready to lay eggs. And sometimes it can be as late as 1 or 2 in the morning that she's laying eggs. But when I see that action of her going in and out of there, I know, oh, I got to stay up because she's going to lay her eggs. Well, then I pull them out when she's done, and I put them in the incubator so they're safe and everything. Well, they were pretty much done for the season.
Or so you thought.
Well, I thought. And I pulled the thing away, forgot about it, and I normally put it outside. I'm staring at it right now, Jeannie and I. It's very close to us. It's right there. But
reach out and touch it.
yeah, well, all of a sudden, 2 Thursdays ago, Jeannie was here. She had come, and I was ahead of her on the stairs, and I thought, I have 2 plants by the patio door, and I thought, I picked up all those leaves because they're dropping leaves now. Well, I went over there because there was something on the rug. Well, it was a baby turtle on my rug. So then Julie was here too. So then we started, I thought, okay, I got to find out how many eggs there were. So I had I dug through my contraption, and sure enough, there were shells in there. And they were over by the patio door in the groove of the door, because see, they're geared to go towards water. Well, my pond is right there. So they were geared to go towards the pond, but they were in the track. They're actually alive still. They were ice cold. But here they are. I'll show you. Let's see how I can show you. Here's one, and actually they're pretty active now. They were very lethargic. There's a little one, and these are called Western painted turtles, and there's the belly. And like I say, these little guys are very active. They're eating, they're basking, they're doing everything they're supposed to do. This guy's the littlest. Oh, and Julie gave me a quarter here. Let's see if I can show you. Okay, here's a quarter, and here's a turtle, just to give you a size reference. And there's, again, and every turtle's bottom, the orange and the black, is different. No two
Kind of
turtles.
like a fingerprint?
Yeah, no two are alike. And their top is green, and it has yellow edging. And some of that yellow edging will turn red as they get older. But see, they're very active. They're pretty strong, actually. But there's 3 of them in here, and I put a little food in there.
Winkin', blinkin', and nod.
Yeah, Jeannie named them Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod. which is a good name for them because they were sleepy in the beginning.
And they're normally in the tank with the baby albino, right?
Albino. I have a 20 long little tank over there that just
20
has,
gallon?
Yeah, it's a 20 gallon and but it's long. It's not square. It's really long. And then there's a basking spot in there and a heater and a filter and everything. And I just had the baby albino in there. Well, I put these guys in there. Everybody's doing just fine.
That baby albino looks huge, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
now it does. And it was that size when it was born. So, and I have lots of plastic leafy green things in there so that they have a lot of place to sit up on the water and rest. And but I am shocked. That was a shock because our sewing day that day went from just coming down to stitch or sew to, oh my God, we got to find baby turtles because I didn't know how many had hatched. I didn't know how many eggs were in there. I didn't know.
Well, then gradually warm them up. And...
Yeah, we had to slowly warm them up, and that's quite the fall for them to fall off of that.
Good thing it's carpeted.
Yeah, ledge. But they did. They made it to the window.
It's got to be, what, over 4 feet?
Yeah, I would say. Because, I put it on 2x4 so it would match up to the top of the tank. Well, they went down that ramp onto the carpet. So that was kind of a surprise. It's a happy surprise.
You didn't know anyone was pregnant?
No, didn't know anybody. I assumed she laid the eggs while we were on vacation, and I thought she was done. So that would be my guess. I don't know. And then this wonderful human being here.
That'd be me.
Her husband does wood turning. Dean, hi Dean. I hope Jeannie shows you this, and thank you so much. They're beautiful. Well, he finally got his shop done, and he's wood turning again. Well, he turned these trees, and this one is cherry. And he wrote cherry on the bottom and the date. And then these two, we had a fire blaze, some kind of blaze maple tree, and it died. Well, he came and took some of the wood. Autumn blaze?
I don't know.
Something like that. But, so he took some of the wood, and these are from that tree. And look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's just gorgeous.
The tree was decaying. It was like the roots were, girdled or something, and it wasn't thriving.
No, and one of the limbs had actually kind of started to split. And that's when her son is an arborist. So I sent pictures to her, and I said, will you ask him if there's something we can do? Well, no. We had to cut it down. But now I have 3 apple trees there instead. But look at these. So he made every single one different. So I can have a little forest of 3 trees. They're beautiful. Oh, thank you, Dean. They're just gorgeous. And it's just nice they're from my tree.
When he started wood turning, it was kind of like, now he understands when I am stitching or quilting. It's kind of like, you go up and you start doing something at, say, 1 o'clock, and all of a sudden it's 5:30, and he never understood that until he gets out in his shop. And now it's like...
The time flies when you're doing stuff. Yep, it is. Okay, so I guess at this point we're going to move on to quilting. And Jeannie doesn't have anything.
Bring anything.
And for those of you that are leaving, you can stay a minute. We only got one thing to show. But if you're going to leave, thank you. Happy holidays for whatever you guys celebrate. And I don't know.
We'll see you next year.
Yes, we'll see. And this is our 4th one a month. We did it 4 in a row.
Yeah.
4.
On a regular schedule.
Nice roll, so we'll keep it going. We'll try.
Yeah.
And this is, so for quilting, this is Teresa Colgate's fabric, and it was a kit, and I'm still on my quest to make quilts for my bench out on the porch. So this one I will put out for Christmas, and it's called Kringle. And I bought the kit. This is the way the kit comes.
I think you showed the kit 1 or 2 videos ago,
I think so, yeah. Because the lady had a sale, and it's So Yeah Quilting, and it's SEWYEAH Quilting, and it's out of Nevada, and she still has it on sale, so nobody else does.
These are appliqued, the stars.
Right, yep.
And then the trees are pieced along the side.
Yep, the trees are pieced. And then on the bottom row, you do checkerboard. But then the panel is the same. The panel's just one piece, and then you piece the trees There it is. Julie's here hiding in the background.
We have an audience today, so.
She didn't want to make an appearance.
Hi, ladies.
She kind of skirts the perimeter of the camera.
She does. So, okay, so I think, I don't know, plans for next year, you're going to do WIPCO.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to continue my
Oh,
quest.
are you going to do a blessing sampler in January?
I don't know what that is.
Well, my understanding is it's a sampler you start and finish in January. And if you start and finish a sampler in January, you'll have good luck through the whole year.
Oh, so can it be a little sample?
Well, yeah, LeAnn, you gotta help the blessings along.
I can't do one of my big ones. And it's funny because I've been organizing what I call my kitted up things. I showed the bag last week and how I'm doing, or last video. But I've been going through those, and 90% of the stuff I own is samplers. So obviously I love samplers.
So?
But it's funny to go through everything you've got kind of kitted, whether kitted to me is either it has thread with it or fabric or both. Well, every one I'm pulling out, I'm going, oh my gosh, I want to stitch that. Oh my gosh, I want to stitch that. You see what you have in it. You want to stitch every single one of them. And it's like this urgency in me. As I'm sorting these things and putting them in holiday order or whatever, it's like, oh my God, I want to stitch these.
Well, Pam and Steph just keep stitching, just did one with their plans for 24 and 24. And it's all whips because they've all started, but half of them, at least half of them, were started with just one thread.
Oh,
But they're thinking it might have been New Year's Eve when they did 12 and 12.
right. That's what I'm guessing.
Are you going to do that?
I do 12 by 12, but I don't do 12. I tried 12 by 12 the first year, and that was too fast for me. I felt useless. I don't know how else
Well,
to put
that's
that.
how you get a whip with one thread.
Yeah. So then last year I did 6 by 12, and that worked better for me. So I thought this year and they're all going to be whips. I'm not going to start anything new. I'll pick my whips. I'll do 6 whips. And they'll probably be all samplers that I've been working just to get some more stitches in them. Because now I'm out of a small, so now I have to pick a new small, and that's when Jeannie and I were talking. Do I do another Christmas? Is there something wintry I could do? But it'll be a small. So I don't know. I have to decide that too. So if I do decide on a small, I might throw that in the 6 by 12. 2 hours, I can do 2 hours and move on. An hour is just, and like a lot of women say they do 50 minutes because, like if you have to go to the bathroom or you can add up your 10 minutes so you can have time to eat supper or lunch or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. 12 by 12 is too fast for me. I'm just kind of, I don't know if I'm a slow stitcher because Willow comes and snuggles with me several times a
She
night.
couldn't do that on the...
No, not
on
the
New
12
Year's
by,
Eve.
yeah, but usually she settles down after a while onto my lap and sleeps or goes in my fabric closet and sleeps. But I'm not such a slow stitcher, I think, as I am an interrupted stitcher by a cat. Because I thought of that the other night. I thought, okay, this is the 6th time she's come on my lap. And, you got to pat her, and then she calms down and everything. I'm thinking, I don't think I'm such a slow stitcher. I think it's just my cat, but I love her to death because she's so snuggly. So I have to snuggle. I do. She's
Okay.
just my snuggle bug. She is. I've never had a cat like her.
Snuggle with a cat or stitching.
Yeah,
that would
I
be-
picked snuggling with the cat first and then stitching because I've never had anything like her, so I have to enjoy every minute with her. I do, and she's right here on the floor.
Yeah. She's walking. Hasn't found anything up here that she's wanted to play with.
No, she made
Or
an
will
appearance a
find.
little earlier while you were showing stuff, but
Will you do a Christmas or New Year's Day start?
probably not. Just because I got whips. And
Okay.
I have a birthday sampler I started last year, and I thought, well, for this birthday, I'm for sure going to work on that again for my birthday. I'm not going to do another birthday start.
But we talked before that, to have them all kitted up, if you have both the floss and the fabric in there, it's a lot easier to grab a whip, even though it's just been started,
Right,
than
it
to
is.
start something.
It is, that's true. I don't know, I don't know. If I get too many starts, it's like I'll always feel bad that they're just...
But, okay, why do they
doesn't-
make you feel bad and
Well,
having them
because
kitted up?
I know, because kitted up means I haven't sunk any time into them yet. Whereas when
Okay.
something is a whip, I've sunk some time into it, and the urgency to do more.
Okay. I like things started because then if I feel to do something, oh, that's already started, I know what
Right.
I'm doing.
Right.
Rather than, okay, is it going to be an upper left start? How far in do I have to come? And yeah, I don't know.
And I mean, I think I have 18 whips. So, I mean, it isn't
A
like
drop in the bucket.
Don't have whips. I do have whips. And actually, maybe I have 17 because our Merry Christmas was one of them. So, and I probably have 16 because Quaker Bells was one too.
Oh, you're getting on thin ice. You got it.
I'm not getting on thin ice. This is, I don't know. You're stressing me out.
So do you have, I know you have double digit kits. Do you have them getting towards the triple digit number of your...
Of kids? Oh, I'm sure I have triple digits of kids.
Okay, so, low whips, but hey, you got a mountain of... All right.
I mean, and like they say, you never know what hits you. I
Yeah.
mean, it's your stitching and stuff, so you never knows when it hits me that all of a sudden I'll let's go grab something new. But at least this way I know I have winter, I have Christmas, I have Halloween. I can just go grab the bag and grab one. I don't have to sort through, where is that pattern? I don't know where. It takes you an hour to go through all those bags.
Yeah.
So I do have it all organized now, so that does make me feel good.
Okay. And that's the thing, a stitch it. Makes you feel good.
It does make you feel good. And you have to do what you like to do. So, and you're faster, and obviously, so you do more.
Well, I don't snuggle with a cat.
No, you don't.
So.
Yep, I do, and I love it. So, well, okay, gang, I think that's it for us. I don't think
we've done one this short.
No,
Since
47 minutes. Next one will probably be short because of the holidays and stuff. I don't know. She's going to Florida to see her son. And then again, you got family at Christmas and stuff too. So I'll see what I can fit in to do. But wintertime is when I do weird things. I climb into closets. I kind of.
well, because you don't have any outside gardening.
Right. So it's like I was just looking at our medicine cabinet in our bathroom. It's like, oh boy, I got to dive into that thing. That thing's a mess. And I have these boxes of old papers that moved with us, and we've been in this house. It'll be 20 years in February. So I'm pulling out the boxes now and shredding, going through all that crap and shredding. So I do an hour of that every day. So who knows when they'll be done? But there's boxes. I think I got 2.5 boxes done, but I added another box, so there's 2 boxes over there still. Yuck. But it got to be done, and that's the kind of junk I do in the winter, just to get things organized. I like to organize. It's fun. I don't like to shred. I'm finding out I don't like to shred, but I only do it for an hour, because then I'm bored. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, now we're going to go do stitching with our audience.
Yeah, with our silent partner over there, Julie. So happy holidays.
Yep.
And we'll
Merry
see you
Christmas.
in January.
Safe and healthy holidays and New Year's. And we'll
right.
see you next year.
Yes, so you can have more and more stitching. That's what it's all about. So we'll see you next time. Bye.
Ho, ho, ho. Bye.